Global AI dominance is increasingly a matter of tokens, the basic digital units models use to read, reason, and generate information. In March 2026, Liu Liehong, head of China's National Data Administration, announced a significant shift in how the country tracks its digital growth. Chinese domestic token consumption had spiked 1,000-fold in less than 2 years, reaching 140 trillion tokens per day. In the United States, tech giants like OpenAI and Google treat the token as a commercial product. It is primarily a pricing metric used to bill enterprises for API usage. NVIDIA CEO Jensen Huang views this in terms of workforce productivity. He recently argued that a $500,000 a year software engineer should utilize a $250,000 enterprise token budget to maximize their output. China's approach is a departure from this software billing model. Beijing has integrated these units into the physical and economic planning of the state. While the U.S. has cultivated a market for AI software services, China is organizing its digital economy to build a state-run industrial AI complex. The National Data Administration officially calls these tokens Ciyuan. State planners categorize them as a macroeconomic production factor, placing computing power on the same legal and economic tier as land, labor, and capital. This policy reaches down to individual citizens. State telecoms like China Unicom now offer direct-to-consumer AI token packages alongside standard cellular plans. On the industrial side, those same state telecoms use token integration to automate 85% of their daily customer service calls. To support this load, Beijing is funding a 7 trillion yuan integrated computing power network. It operates like a national power grid, but instead of routing electricity, it dynamically allocates computing power while tracking digital GDP in real time. State planning has turned a software metric into a measurable public utility. U.S. export controls were designed to slow this growth by blocking access to advanced NVIDIA hardware. However, Meituan's deployment of the Longcat 2.0 model suggests that Chinese tech firms are finding ways to build frontier-level AI without Western silicon. This model operates at a scale of 1.6 trillion parameters. Meituan trained it from scratch using a cluster of 50,000 domestic AI accelerators. In independent testing, Longcat 2.0's capabilities perform alongside elite Western counterparts, like Claude 4.6 Opus. This milestone demonstrates that high-tier AI training is no longer strictly tethered to Western hardware, shifting the strategic weight of the ongoing chip embargo. China's long-term strategy pivots on a concept called token exports. The government is tapping into reserves of cheap, green electricity located in its remote western provinces. By routing this abundant renewable power directly into server farms, they are processing AI prompts and exporting the resulting computation globally. The economic logic of this arbitrage is straightforward. Converting raw electricity into exported AI services multiplies that energy's market value by 22 times. Chinese AI labs leverage this cost advantage to slash API prices, capturing developers across emerging tech markets like India and Southeast Asia. The primary barrier keeping this cheap compute from Western tech stacks is a geopolitical trust deficit. For an American or European enterprise to use a Chinese AI API, they must send their proprietary corporate data and raw customer prompts directly into servers operating under Beijing's jurisdiction. The threat of data espionage and IP theft is creating a wave of corporate hesitation, similar to the global restrictions placed on Huawei's 5G networks. The global tech map is fracturing into two distinct AI civilizations. The outcome will be determined by who builds the most efficient infrastructure and who the world actually trusts with its data. If you found this deep dive valuable, hit the like button, share, and subscribe to KYC AI Labs for more science behind the AI headlines.